What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Tactical Pineapple Live, we got a lot of shit to fucking talk about. But hey, I think if you've been following along this week, you are well aware of all the bullshit that's been going on in the chat. You will see I have dumped the GoFundMe for CRS Firearms. The one, the only man behind the stack here in Wisconsin, Coloma, Wisconsin resident, and we have, that's what I'm going to do right here, pulled it up. They're at $77,405 of $100,000, now $500,000 goal. I'm going to address the elephant in the room. So the initial goal of $50,000 was seen as unattainable. The community really pulled together. They have done... I don't sound good? If I don't sound good, I apologize. Really? Here, I'm going to go find out real quick. Of course, we've got issues right away. I don't sound good? Huh. We'll fix that. We'll fix that, folks. I apologize. Give me 1 second while I move some things around. Wouldn't be a shit show without things going fucky, right? Here we go. We're going to pull that back over here. Audio setup. Why are we dealing with this? Oh, I know what happened. All right, hype should sound a little bit better now. And for some reason, this is swapped out too. Gotta love updates. We're going to go ahead and see how that sounds. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Can only do so much. For whatever reason, every time I fucking update this computer, it changes my shit around. And of course, I didn't have a ton of time to come in here and get it all figured out beforehand. So, like I said, $77,405 raised of the $500,000 goal. Initially, the goal of $50,000, and then people wanted to know why in the fuck did they go ahead and yeah, no, we have lots of issues around here. That goddamn bacon. He says, good to know that I'm not the only one that has audio issues. Yeah, no, it's a fucking shit show around here. Sometimes it's a miracle that we can get things working even fucking somewhat. So hopefully the audio is better. Maybe Mrs. Pineapple can confirm. Maybe she was full of shit to begin with. We don't know. She's my wife, so she likes to give me that shit anyways. But yeah, so the question was asked in one of my videos today, even why the goal jumped from $50,000 to $100,000, and now I see the goal has jumped up to $500,000. So initially, the $50,000 goal. Yep, sounds good. Thank you, Mrs. Pineapple, for confirming. Either it sounds better or she was fucking with me. So, there we go. Sounds like I'm on a studio mic now. That's perfect. Yeah. For some reason, it had switched to this shitty fucking webcam that's on top of this monitor over here. See, I use this for my home work office too. When I do those meetings, they get the shitty camera. You guys get the good one. So that's where things stand. Yeah. So Barnaby Sanchez says, "What? Yeah, fuck off. I know exactly what you're doing, sir." But yeah, the question is why did they jump from $50,000 to $100,000 and now moving it up to $500,000? Well, obviously, first, like I said, unattainable goal, right? They didn't believe $50,000 could be raised by the community. They underestimated the people that are around the gun community in and of itself on YouTube. So, within less than 24 hours, they had hit that $50,000 goal. So why jump it up, right? If you thought you could do it on $50,000, why would you make it more? The reality is any gun crime or any crime involving guns is going to require between $50,000 and $65,000 in legal fee retainer costs alone. So Matt, being the only person who provides for his family of two daughters and wife, that means that they have expenses that are not going to be covered while he's obviously not fucking working. Um, yeah, and the goddamn bacon says it right. It is a federal case, so even $500,000 might be underselling it. That's 100% true. I'm literally just talking about the initial legal retainer fees. Um, Matt could literally be looking at between half and $2 million worth of legal fees by the time all is said and done. Oftentimes, even if the case goes nowhere, he doesn't get in trouble. The cost of clearing his name legitimately could be more damaging than the 10 years in prison that he could be facing, based on the 8 felony counts of conspiracy, which, as we went over in my video last night, released this morning, is complete and utter bullshit anyways. So, um, give me 1 second here. I apologize. Um, so it's absolute horseshit. So I know I'm not asking everybody here to donate. I know everybody doesn't have money to donate. Um, a dollar helps, but so does sharing it. So if you share this on your social medias, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Parlor, whatever the fuck you're on, you share it around. You let somebody know that you know, and see if they can share it. If there's any influence at all, it gets everybody out there. So yeah, Dr. Catmilk hit the nail on the fucking head. You are innocent until bankrupt. And that is how the ATF wins the majority of their cases. Not going to lie, that is pretty much it. Yeah, so um, I'm not going to push it all night. I will every once in a while just refer to it. The link is in the description if you want to go and check out the GoFundMe. I've also just dumped it in the chat. We've got it in videos all over the place. So um, if you're not familiar with what's going on, go back into the repertoire of videos. I just put out a video this morning that pretty well explains it. As well as you can go to John Crump, you can go to DLD After Dark. If you want, you can go to Reno May. He at least covers it, which is amazing. Congratulations, thank you. I was really shocked to see that Reno was one of the first people to actually pin a post on it. So that is what it is. So Bernabe Sanchez says, "Let me show you the whiteboard of knowledge." Yeah. Maybe I should go grab the Bowie knife in honor of Matt. I know a lot of people have said in the comment section, you know what, I just thought he was kind of a blathering idiot. He didn't really say much intelligent, this or that. I would say that there were a lot of things that Matt says over the years that I didn't agree with. However, he's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled to do it. And from everything that I know about him, for the majority of it, he was playing a character on the internet, right? He's playing a character on TV. He found something that worked to gain traction, to build a following, to create an enterprise where he was bringing money in to support his family outside of the Coloma resale. Now, I won't say that too much, the Coloma resale, because that is his parents' business. He did choose to separate himself from it for their own protection a little bit. But the reality is he was trying to bring business into the business that he intended to inherit. And then things went fucky, and he ended up in a situation where now he was basically doing everything he could to simply produce content and make money for his family. And to be completely honest, like, I know a lot of people may have given him shit for this. He did a good job of it.
He was very capitalistic. When I was dealing with Boog Brand, I reached out to him to see about doing an ad spot on one of his videos too. Um, we didn't come to terms that were agreeable on both sides, but I commend him for being capitalism minded enough to understand his value as an entertainer, understand his value in his market and the people that he would eventually be putting his thing, this in front of. And you know, I got nothing but respect for him in that regards, that he did treat YouTube as a business. And um, I think a lot of creators do, and not a lot of people understand that. So the fact that his ability to run his business well has actually now put him in a situation like this. Um, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, he put himself in this situation, he promoted it, he did all this other stuff. And the reality is that yes, he did. But let's take a look at what they really did. This is my version of the auto key card from the video. Don't worry, Fed boy. It is still a big ass block of wood. It's not being used for anything. Um, the lightning link in and of itself is a machine gun. The ATF did write a letter of determination saying that the auto key card is a machine gun. The argument has always been that you're full of shit. It is a piece of metal with a drawing on it. And you're going to continue to hear that from everybody because it's the truth. Um, it's no different than the FRT and the WOT. I've avoided saying WOT for the most part because I don't respect Big Daddy Unlimited's trigger, considering it is a rare breed trigger, just stolen. Which that legislation, I believe, is pretty much put on hold. But at the end of the day, it's all the same. It's an infringement on our rights, shall not be infringed, is pretty fucking clear. And he does not deserve to be going through this. Neither does Christopher Irving, who is actually the proprietor of the auto key card, who I believe has actually been arrested for over a month at this point. Um, it's really ridiculous that they're in a situation where they're being convicted of conspiracy to transport, sell, and all that shit with machine guns. So the goddamn bacon says it right. He says, whatever your opinion of CRS or anyone else is, it's good to see that most people are putting aside their differences and standing up for this. Yeah, it's true. And it comes down to the old saying where we either hang together or we will for sure hang separately. And at this point, we need to stand up and we need to say enough's enough. And I think our community is doing pretty well at that. So we'll see how it goes. there's a lot of questions floating around there. Like, interestingly, I believe, and I'll look at the indictment here real quick. So this is actually the indictment, and if anybody's interested in seeing it, I believe I have a link in the description of this video as well. But I will copy this and put it on over here as well. You can review it in your own time after the stream, of course, because we're gonna stick around and we're gonna have some fun here after a little bit of bullshitting about this stuff. One of the actual counts of conspiracy is letter G here. It was further part of the conspiracy that Hoover and IE would and did establish a GoFundMe campaign to raise funds to benefit Irvin to further fund the conspiracy. Now, throughout this document, if you are curious, IE is a reference, or EI is a reference to Erica, who happens to be CRS Firearms' wife. And a lot of individuals say that he only married her to avoid the legal ramifications because there are protections for husband and wife when it comes to legal matters. And a wife or husband would not have to testify as to the the ongoings of their spouse in a criminal matter because of spousal protection acts. And as true as that may be, regardless of what triggered them to get married, even if that is the case, number one, good for him for understanding that law, understanding that availability if that's what he chose to do. Now, I will say this. Erica is the mother of both of his daughters. They have been together for well over a decade, and regardless of the legal status of their marital, bliss, um, that's their fucking business, not ours. So, if they did do it, just to avoid prosecution, good for them. If they did it because they've been together for 11 years, congratulations and good for them too. So it is none of our fucking business why they got married. I've just heard some people questioning it, and that does actually kind of agitate me a little bit because it people get married for all sorts of reasons all the fucking time. Look at Las Vegas. It happens, and literally within 24 hours a lot of people are getting annulments. So um at least they have a life together. They built a life together, and now it's literally been flipped upside down. So, um, whatever your feelings are, whatever you feel about all of this and these people, I know as gun individuals, gun owners, gun people, um, we are definitely people who support the Second Amendment. Understand that the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Actually, fucking means what it says, and this is a time to stand up so that way we are not fighting against this system individually. We've said it before, it takes community to fight back, because an individual fighting has no chance against a government. However, a community of people standing up against a corrupt government does have a fighting chance, and I think that's what we're seeing here. I hope that's what we're fucking seeing here. And without further ado, that's all I'm going to give to this particular matter. I will leave the GoFundMe up, and we will come back to it at one point. But Ozark NFOO says, when one question such a thing, said one is being licking boot. When one questions such a thing, said one is a being licking boot. Fair enough. It, um, let me think about how that's worded before I answer it. Um, I know there's a statement in there worth being. I know it's something about licking a boot if you don't question this sort of thing, and maybe that's all of it right there. So, yeah, real quick, we will go back to the beginning. So Operator Tony was here first. We do like to go through kind of all the individuals that do stop in the chat. And the fact of the matter is that first on the board was Operator Tony. But the first person to actually say first was actually like the fucking eighth person in here, and it was Laugh Turd, who's I believe the Barbie Commander tonight, because he actually said Mrs. Commander is watching tonight. So hello, Mrs. Commander. Salute, welcome. And then Operator Tony's still here, of course. Black Diamond Guns and Gear stopped in a little bit early, said yo, when I said yo back, but it was a little too late. Dr. Cat Milk's in the house. And then the Goddamn Bacon stopping in. If you guys aren't familiar with Goddamn Bacon, he is DLD After Dark Carryover. We appreciate you stopping in. Barnaby Sanchez, an old friend who stops by every once in a while. Ozark NFO. We've seen you in the chat before. We missed you. And we all know that you got the fat fingers. So Laughter says that words are hard. He knows what it's all about. So yeah, this is Tactical Pineapple Live. We do have fun here sometimes. But we're not going to start that fun yet, because now we got to talk about the other elephant in the room when it comes to infringements, and we're going to talk about the NFT. uh, too many fucking acronyms running around. Hey, by the way, if you are not familiar, Tactical Pineapple did register his first NFT today. It is not for sale yet. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Why? I don't fucking know, because everybody's doing it, right? It actually turns out that I was actually thinking about it from a standpoint of technicality and legality, that registering an NFT is really a good way to trademark something. Yes, Operator Tony says, did you see what I said as you started the stream? I did. It was not gone unnoticed. Operator Tony, congratulations on being able to get your car back tomorrow. Hope the new engine is good. Remember, don't beat it too badly for the first 500 to 1,000 miles, because, well, frankly, those motors don't like to be beat before they're fucking broke in. So just be very, very careful. Yeah, but the deal over here is the leaked ATF email. This was kind of the thing that kept everybody's attention while Matt was being swept up. Um, Another thing that was really interesting to me, I'm gonna back up for just one left. It says, "Oh, maybe not." Um, it's okay, laughed Heard. We get it. You've been drinking for a little bit. The gravel man fucked you, and it hurt because it was gravelly. So, the leaked ATF email kind of kept everybody pretty much occupied in the gun tube community while the U.S. Marshals snapped up Matt. And what I found was interesting was I live in Wisconsin. Um, I live about an hour and 20 minutes away from where Matt lives. And I know the area where he lives. It's one of those communities where everybody knows everybody and everybody fucking talks. So I find it very interesting that in those communities where it used to be like if somebody got a fucking paper cut, the news knew about it. And it was like breaking news at 9. Local man cuts self with piece of paper and bleeds for a total of 5 minutes, almost died. It was just like crazy news. It was the biggest thing that you would hear about. And here we are um apprehended by U.S. Marshals being charged with multiple felony counts of conspiracy to manufacture, transfer, and sell firearms. Not just firearms, but machine guns. And not a word. There wasn't a lick of fucking anything on the mainstream media, no news about it. And it's definitely something you would think would hit the news. But it didn't, which is fucking weird. Um, you know, maybe you don't think it's that weird, but growing up in small town, rural Wisconsin, that's weird. So that's all I'm gonna say there. But yeah, anyways, the rare breed and Big Daddy Unlimited triggers. Now, the connection is uncanny with these. So there's a lot of things that potentially could go wrong with the CRS firearms incident that could carry over into this force reset trigger, the FRTs. The reality being that anybody who has promoted a force reset trigger theoretically could be charged similarly to Matt in promoting the auto key card and be convicted of conspiracy to promote the sale and manufacture of machine guns. Um, this is legitimately a thing. Like if I go to these documents, it was further a conspiracy did engage in acts and make statements to promote and achieve the objects of the conspiracy and to hide and conceal the purposes of the conspiracy and the acts that committed furtherance thereof. Whew, a lot of jumbling fucking words that they conspired to cover up the fact that they were trying to sell machine guns, right? Because they just said that it wasn't really a machine gun. Conspiracy that sales of the auto keycards would and did increase substantially as a result of the promotions. How many YouTubers did a video on force reset triggers and drew the attention of people who didn't know anything about the force reset triggers? Um, there were so many individuals who promoted the rare breed FRT trigger long before it even fucking came out that there was a back order on them when they finally did come out. Like those people promoting it substantially increased the saleability of that item. It's not a fucking joke. That's how marketing works. It's what I said in my video this morning. It's the same fucking way. Operator Tony says, at a glance, those guys look like they're holding hands. Aw, how about that? They kind of do. Turns out they're just jackboots, and they're probably carrying their fucking sub sandwich and fucking pickles back to the car to go sit and watch you until they can figure out what is the worst time in the world to pick you up. So they're continuing this whole thing with the rare breed triggers, though, and taking it further and have this letter. Now, there has been some question about whether or not this document is legitimate. I don't know. I've looked up the name. There's some reference to a Jennifer C. They don't really talk about the entire last name inside of the you know documents. So what they really are. So it could be legitimate. It could be complete bullshit, just fabricated. But it did draw enough of attention um, to make everybody into it and get into what it really is. So, oh, Laughter says, "Stand by. I need whiskey." Okay, we're gonna wait for him. Yeah, no, we're not. Um, yeah, Mrs. Commander would be just fine without him by they're holding her hand, I guess. Anyways, the whole deal is just absolute and utter bullshit again because it comes down to a quote unquote machine gun that really isn't a machine gun, but the determination letter is already there. Now, this is one thing that I did not realize about the auto key card ahead of the video that I recorded last night and released this morning, obviously, is that the auto key card did actually have a determination letter by the ATF declaring it a machine gun. Um, I thought it was just a cease and desist, like, hey, don't be selling these, you fucking moron. Like, just stop. Um, someone say whiskey? My ears are burning. Cheers. Ah. Yes, but um, I did not realize, and that's completely my own thing. I guess I didn't do enough research ahead of time of that video, but I wanted to get it out and kind of break down the indictment and everything like that. So that's the main reason we did what we did. Um, it did have a determination saying it was considered a machine gun. I don't agree with the bullshit. I do believe um, it's complete and utter bullshit, as I said. But the determination letter is there. That automatically, technically makes it a machine gun. And technically, if you want to be legal, you have to abide by it, or you fall yourself into what did he say? I believe Matt said Group 6, where you don't give a fuck. So yeah. um, I personally believe it was a novelty item. Um, I could literally probably Google it on stream right now, the dimensions of a lightning link, find it, and we could just sit here and I could draw it up to scale on camera. And if I did that, some glowy would show up at my fucking door tomorrow and probably be taking me to the same place that Mr. Hoover is. So I'm not gonna do that. I actually thought about doing it on video last night, and luckily my video camera was like dying, so it did not happen. So thankfully, my camera had a better idea for me, and in hindsight, I probably would have edited out of the video because it's a little much. It is a thumb in the eye. But we did have a discussion in the Discord tonight that I thought was interesting. Um, yeah, every time I see or hear CRS, I think of can't remember shit. That's because Tony, you can't remember shit. So CRS means something completely different to you than Coloma resale. Which for those of you who do not know, that is what the CRS stands for. It is the name of the business that runs the SOT and the firearms shop that he worked at. It is owned by his mother and father, and that is what it is. So, um, yeah, yeah. The goddamn Bacon says it right too. Operator Tony, you're not the only one, him included. Yeah. Um, So a court says the drawing is a fully semi-automatic or fully automatic rifle. Yes. Not a court. That's the thing. It's not a court that says it. It was the ATF that determined it, and then now they have to go to court to prove otherwise. It's the same thing that forced reset trigger manufacturers like Rare Breed are going through right now, where they are literally suing the federal government to change the determination. Lawrence DeMonico. I'm believe I got that right. So if I did, cheers. If I didn't, fuck off. The guy's name is fucking LD something, whatever, Lawrence DeMonico. I thought he was the president of Rare Breed Triggers. Turns out he's just the fucking PR guy. Which I'm not taking anything away from PR guys for companies. The guy's got a lot of shit on his head right now. The deal is apparently they're in court right now having proceedings trying to get the determination overturned, and of course with anything ATF related it's a fucking shit show. They're not allowing people to take the stand that need to take the stand to change things around. Interestingly enough, according to the latest video I saw, something about one of the agents even said that if the person did take the stand he would be committing perjury to say what he needed to say to back it up. But um, whatever the determination is at any single time, it's a fucking joke anyways. And they're probably going to try to stick to their guns um, until literally it comes out and you can show that an individual can shoot a single round by pulling the trigger back with the FR force reset trigger and simply letting off the trigger. There would be no full automatic reciprocation. Therefore, boom, right? You've proven that it requires a second trigger pull in order to actually, do full auto. Or, yeah, it's not full auto. And I have to do it's simulated full auto. Because with any tool, look at Jerry Michalek, whatever, however fuck you want to pronounce it. The fact of the matter is that if you train good enough, you can become just as fast as the mechanical advantage that you're gaining through the force reset trigger. There is a lot of time in milliseconds, and I know milliseconds for a lot of people is not a lot of time, but I work in the engineering field. We literally deal in milliseconds every fucking day. When we're talking about how fast something has to go, we need to go this many millimeters in this many milliseconds. Like, it's a legit measurement, and people do it all the time. And there are ways to improve with just simple efficiencies. Like, the majority of individuals pull the trigger, and they pull the trigger all the way back when they don't necessarily have to pull it all the way back. They just have to pull it past the brake, and then they can release the trigger while the gun is doing all the mechanical apparatus to reset everything. And essentially all the force reset trigger does is stops the human brain from being a slow freaking moron and actually resets the trigger for you. So no, it is not a full auto weapon. But that is the deal. So we're gonna go back to this real quick. So as I'm walking away from the TV, the old lady goes, "I thought you didn't show your face." "I don't. What the fuck are you talking about?" "Your YouTube name." Laugh my ass off. Look again. Yes, it is not his face. That's funny. So yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so Crypto Pirate 1776, welcome to the show. Haven't seen you before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The AFT will go after anybody because they know the process is the punishment. Absolutely. Um, you are not wrong. The process is 100% the punishment. For a lot of individuals, you're going to lose your job, you're going to lose your wife, you're going to lose your livelihood, you're going to lose your home, you're going to lose your car, you're going to lose everything fighting the battle. That's why so many people take plea deals, and hopefully, we're doing with this the fundraiser, which is here for a reason. Hopefully, with the fundraiser, we are doing what we need to do to help Matt take it all the way, so there is not a precedent set. And then Latchford says, no, it's to set precedent. It is to set precedent, but they have to succeed in court. So if they can get a person to take a plea deal, that's what sets the precedent. They don't have to prove victory. They just have to beat somebody down to the point where they stop trying to win. So that is the big thing, is you have to get through everything so that people aren't, beaten down. Any takers as to when Dark gets picked up because of his semi-auto key card shirt? I wouldn't. I man, I'm not actually gonna go anywhere and say anything about that because um, under Boog brand, I literally had a shirt. Interestingly, Reno May's video, and I'll just say that Reno May's video had a picture that actually was from my Boog brand shirt that said "I like to go fast," and it was a picture of a coat hanger machine gun. So, um, internals, like how you would place it in it's. I sold it. I sold them. Like, what am I technically selling a fucking machine gun? It's absolute bullshit. I also had a blueprint T-shirt that showed the location and dimension of um, an eighth-inch hole. So yeah, hey, welcome Josh. Welcome back to the show. He says, yo, again, he made it back literally about exactly an hour after the last one. Um, oh, and Crazy Eyes showed up. He's fucking sitting at a bonfire by his buddy with his buddy holding his hand. Hey, Crazy Eyes. Question for you. You can stick around and hang out with us if you can tell us what should precipitate your balls into shrinking. You had homework. Hopefully you did it. If you didn't do it, I guess I will forgive you this week. But it's yes, no, it is not Josh and Josh. It's Josh and Randall. Damn it, we use his real name here. So this is probably Big Josh, not Little Randall. So, that's okay. We welcome you anyways, sir. We appreciate it all. So, Goddamn Bacon says Crypto 1776 agreed, as somebody said earlier, innocent until broke. Yep. Um, oh, geez. This is funny because this is just a continued conversation he's having with his wife posting up here. So that's good for that. Man Against the Masses, welcome. Yeah, I don't see Matt being a quitter. You know, I'll go ahead and say this. So, I don't see him being a quitter either. There was also a comment in my video today that I'm bringing up just because somebody had said, and I'm sorry I'm saying so much. That is not my crutch. I don't know why I'm doing that. The comment though was basically an individual saying that Matt always said if they showed up at his door, he was going to be shooting them through the walls and this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad that he didn't though. Like, this is something that if we raise the funds and we support him, he has a chance to actually take it all the way and win. Shooting at the feds through the door and through the wall would have only yielded probably one result, and it would be that his daughters and wife wouldn't have a father or husband anymore. So, the the fact that he didn't do it shows that maybe he isn't the individual that he was on TV or on YouTube. And this is something that a lot of people don't realize and understand. Like, I'm from Wisconsin. I'm from literally kind of like the area that he is. A little bit further north is where I'm from, and that's how a lot of fucking dudes are in those areas. Like, they talk super big and tough, and I'm not saying he's not, and I'm not trying to pick a fight or anything like that, but they talk that way because they've never fucking been punched in the mouth. Um, Sorry, I know Matt's probably been punched in the mouth, and other people are gonna probably say something, but the fact of the matter is a lot of guys, a lot of country guys talk fucking big mad shit, and they feel big and tough in their grunt style shirts. And I know I have to figure out a way to say that without making it seem like I'm pointing out him in general, because he fits the stereotypical mold of a rural Wisconsinite kid with nothing better to fucking do, like down to the cocked hat on fucking screen. Like, you ain't a gangster, straighten that shit out. Like, sorry, but whatever. I digress. Sometimes individuals aren't what they are on television. YouTube most certainly is a form of entertainment. It is a form of television. So yes, moving on. So exactly, bro. The ATF uses our tax money as a weapon against us. We, on the other hand, have finite funds to fight back. In some cases, none at all. That is 100% the truth. No shame in that statement, though, either. Like, that's where it comes down to. We have to be a community. We have to stand up and fight against shit like this. And interestingly, I haven't heard boo from GOA FBC. any of these people about it. It is 100% a bullshit thing, and this is not a new thing. Like I said, Christopher Irvin has been locked up for probably a month or two at this point. Um, yeah. He says it right there. We also forget that Matt is still a kid. We need to cut him slack on the smack talking. We all did it as kids. 100%. I think he's maybe like 33, 34 in there, and I'm sure if I look at the indictment I'd find out. I don't really know. I wouldn't put him much further than that. But yes, he is a kid. Like he's not he's an adult because he has a family. He's an adult because of that, but he is still a young buck essentially, right? So wait, a guy who earns a living from tough guys has got a brain? Possibly. I may have missed something. So, back up. Oh, the world would be a better place if everyone took a punch to the face. Been saying that for months. Yeah, 100%. No bullshit. So, most of us still do talk a lot of smack. Yes, and that's the truth too. The difference is that usually the older you are, the more smack that you talk, you kind of back it up a little bit. Uh, Maybe not all the way, but yeah, it's good. Laughter. It says I do 100%. You back up all of your smack talk, do you? All right. I talk a lot of shit too, but I usually just talk to the community that watches my shit, so um that's okay. Vanessa Kitty, you're new to the chat. Welcome. Another DLD carryover. Welcome over here. So yeah, you are the one girl. They're gonna all swarm to you now, and she's probably not a girl. She's just some guy, with a name. And I'm sorry, you probably are, but whatever. Evening, gents. Crazy Eyes says evening again. So apparently he didn't do his homework. He's just avoiding the question, but that's okay. We'll forgive you for this week. Remember, next week you have to have that completed, or we boot you from the community. That's just the way it's gonna be, sir. Um, Laughter says, I'm an internet bully. Keyboard warrior in our presence, folks. Keyboard warrior in our presence. It's okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much all the big business stuff. Retired U.S. Chair Force since 1996. Congratulations. Thank you for your service. I I apologize for the Chair Force. That literally came out automatically. um, apologize. So, yeah, not intended whatsoever. What else do we have tonight? There's not a lot as far as anything else to really go through. So we can literally start having fun if you want. I know we haven't seen him in the chat, but I know he's still getting better, getting a little, whatever. Maybe he's here, maybe he's not. It is all good either way, but we do owe him a little ado. So without further ado, get ready for some penetration, folks.
Penetration! You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration!
Yeah, penetration. So, um, did you guys see this? I do have to bring something up. Very interesting incident that happened. And I forgot all about this, and I'm taken back by the picture again. So welcome to fucking clown world, folks. Governor tells Bette Midler to kiss dog's hiney, and then shows it. So West Virginia Governor Jim Justice literally picked up his dog, um, and showed the rear end as a message. Yeah. So that actually happened. Congratulations to West Virginia Governor Jim Justice for doing such a wonderful act. So, baby dog tells Bette Midler and all those out there, kiss her hiney. Justice says, grinning as people applaud, and some giving him a standing ovation. Um, good for him. I mean, dude's 70 years old, picked up his English bulldog and flashed its ass at the cameras in the crowd. That's fucking impressive. She is loving this shit though, isn't she? Oh my fucking goodness. Oh yeah. So this is legitimately fucking clown world, folks. A lot of people say I want off this fucking ride. Here we are. It is a ride for sure. So yeah, Man Against the Masses says I'm ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Okay, Toby Keith, welcome. Yes, Ed Goddamn Bacon, that was the penetration. I couldn't share the video the other night on DLD's stream, but you guys would have experienced it then. Crypto Pirate says Jim Justice is doing the Lord's work. Yeah, Peter should get on West Virginia governor's butt then. That would be an interesting one. I mean, he's got the dog leashed and he's just holding it. He's giving him a hug. It just happened to be showing dog ass. So, as Crazy Eyes says, shows dog's ass, ATF agents, shoot it. I wish it wasn't the truth. Vanessa Kitty says, I always had the perfect oak chair on active duty. I always threw out the lousy synthetic ones. Good job. Gotta have standards in the chair force, right? And off this ride, LOL. Nah, this show calls for more popcorn. I'm both ended. Like I would gladly watch the ride from the outside, but I know for a fact that I'm on that fucking ride, and we'll see how it goes at the end of the day. I only say that because I know at the end of the day I've been involved in enough shit that people don't want me around when shit goes south anyway. So it is what it is. So I am definitely on the ride. Y'all, if you got popcorn and you watching it from the outside, congrats, you freaking lations. You are special in and of yourself. Yeah, so there's a whole lot of other things happening too in the news. Beetlejuice has also made landfall once again. They're talking about the days in dispute between Mayor Lori Lightfoot and the Chicago Teachers Union. She wants change. She says she's going to make change and blah, blah, blah. And nothing's fucking happened, of course, because we all know Democratic individuals in government don't fucking accomplish a goddamn thing. This is my favorite number right here. It's a sad number, but it is still a number that says her change has been happening so much. 800 people were murdered in Chicago last year. The most in a generation, folks. The most in a generation. So she made change. It just wasn't for the better. So, yeah. Vanessa Kitty says, I have podunk popcorn grown locally on east side of river. Hopefully they kettle popped it for you because if it's podunk, it needs to be fucking popped in some sugar. So there's that. Punch. I don't have punch. I'm not Jim Jordan. I didn't drink the Kool-Aid. But I do have
Penetration! You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration!
Yeah, so that's how we do things around here. That's an even transition. So before we transition into having fun, and we do, like I said, like to have fun over here for the last little bit. We're into this now for just under an hour. It says Podunk is our river. I pop my own popcorn. Fair enough. It's actually the Podunk River. That makes sense. So yeah. So before we, like I said, before we have fun, we do take requests, I guess, to do some sort of music video. Not major artists. We like to do, if we can. And there I am with the crutch again. Jesus, guys, I apologize. That's horrible. I was just about to do it again. Take a breath, and here we go. Yeah. So I apologize. My God, that is horrible. Yes, Laughter It says, I wipe my own ass. That's good. Big Daddy reference. Yeah. We like to do more small time artists, not major ones. We save the major artists for the last one and see if we can't get the stream completely fucking killed by YouTube in general. So we will check in real quick with the fundraiser. It looks like right now they're at $78,869. The link, one last time, I will dump in the chat. Give us those requests, and I'm going to share with you guys one more time. This is just the promotion again of the live stream to come February 25th, which will be fun, I'm sure, and I've got news regarding it afterwards. I did not get the new updated promotional video done, but it will come shortly, probably this week, and I will share it again next time we do the live stream. So without further ado, we will jump into that and then move on over to some music. He says any video by Tom McDonald. We do Tom McDonald. We do. Is this not going to do the audio? Well, the hell. Here, we'll go over here. Oh, it's muted. It's muted, dummy. We'll do a video by Tom McDonald. We'll do the remix by Mises first, though.
Hey, listen. The world been out of order, ain't nothing but it new. People glued to the news, but ain't nothing but the truth. That's why I never ever watch it, and neither should you. These news feeds feed you the flu, keeping you spooked. Here's a thought, thinking's free, try it sometime. Cause you out your mind if you thinking these riots and crime. Talking about reparations, I don't know you a dime. My wife's getting paid my bills, I had to go out and grind. And there it is, they convinced us.
I may have a studio mic, but nobody, and I repeat, nobody wants me doing karaoke. Just saying.
Different can walk a mile in your shoes if I'm tripping about pigment. Stealing rights left and right, but we can't fight infringement because we rather die over pride than unite for existence. I used to battle rap, but now my raps battle a war. And the war in black versus white, it's the rich versus the poor. So big corporate stayed open, mom and pops closed doors. So who you really scared of? COVID, a new world order. Way back when women would actually like men never bow down to this world order. The money don't make you God. All you do is make you God. Hey, you're cute. You don't think fighting a dictator do me a favor? Try to buy food in Chicago without showing your papers. Not even hiding their behavior, straight up showing their haters. They get caught breaking the rules and just laugh like makers. Do as we say, not as we do, it's all I see. And y'all might be okay with that, but y'all ain't me. And y'all ain't free if y'all can't see that we can't speak out and shout that Biden needs to be impeached. You can't tell me that these mask mandates make any sense. It's like trying to stop mosquitoes with a chain link fence. And the jab ain't any better, but they'll take your checks if you don't take it, even though they're vaccinated on vets. And then to make it worse, they try to say there ain't no beds when there's plenty of beds. But you believe anything Joe says. Truth is, there's no jobs because you destroyed them like a border. Because you're employed by the New World Order, motherfucker. Remember way back when women would actually like men and never bow down to this New World Order. Your money don't make you God. All you do is making God laughing at your cute little. Yo, I got 100 more more songs about these pricks in power, but I'd rather use these last bars to live with power. And by live with power, homie, I mean lift up power. Voices together, so let me start by giving out flowers. Respect to Adam for ranting on Facebook first. We on the same team, but you ran that playbook first. Before you call this cloud chasing, better do your homework. I've known Adam forever, plus I'm viral of my own work. And Tom, I don't know you, but I agree with your logic. And what you do a song with Tom is constantly in my comments. And I don't need a feature, homie, I'ma do me regardless. But I think that it's obvious that we're both similar artists. And on the note of similar artists, shout out to Burton, shout out to Rez and Jimmy, see you out there working. Shout out to Webby and Bryson, and shout out to Topher and whoever else I missed against this new world. Remember way back when men would actually act like men and never bow down to this world order.
Laugh turd, your opinion doesn't matter. Not around here. We all know you're paranoid schizophrenic with 3 to 7 paranoid fucking people living in your fucking brain, and nobody wants fucking karaoke. So this is that rap stuff. All the kids are on about today. Yes, sir. This is that rap stuff. This is the new age style stuff, though. These people, like, I'm gonna give them a lot of credit. Like, there's a lot of individuals who are out there talking truth right now, right? There's a lot of individuals in different genres that are pretending to be out here talking truth. I have very, very high regard and respect for those people. However, nobody's talking truth like these guys are. Like Mises, Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, Burden, a lot of the people that he's legitimately talking about and shouting out in here, in this last little bit of the song. And we'll probably jump over. I'm going to play another one. Like, these guys are literally playing a lot of stuff that's really, really fucking, like, out there, real American shit, and they have no reason to stop, right? They're standing up for their First Amendment right. They're standing up for what they believe in, and there's nobody's going to get in their way. So, Goddamn Bacon says, I haven't listened to rap since my childhood, but that was pretty good. There's not a lot of rap that's been made since our childhood that's good. I mean, so to say that these people, like, the rap that exists today isn't rap. Like, I mean, we grew up, like, and honestly, like, a lot of us in this chat, I know, like, if you listen to rap, it was like Notorious B.I.G., Nas, Eminem, Dr. Dre, the Wu-Tang Clan, like, people who really, like, had a voice, had something to say, and were coming from something. And now these mumble rappers are out here just pushing Xanax and fucking, strippers and shit. So this is music to me. I know it's an instrumental track and they're not playing instruments, but a lot of these guys produce, write, and record all their own stuff. They're doing it in their own studios because nobody else will do it for them. So Mises himself is building his own studio out right now. A lot of individuals. I'm so old, I still remember the 2 Live crew. Oh, the 2 Live crew. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, the Master P's gonna make him say, nah, type shit. There you go. There's your karaoke. That's as much as you're getting. That's the shit though. Like, the 2 Live crew, all those people back in the day, it was there, Tupac. I'm not even mad you skipped Tupac. I'm merely disappointed. I was gonna get to Tupac because this is the thing. I was a fan of Tupac when he was Tupacalypse, like, before he was Tupac Amaru Shakur. Like, I'm not skipping him. I'm getting to him. I'm literally going to say, like, the guys that are doing this that I respect today give me a lot of message vibes like Tupac, because as much as, everybody's like, the Notorious B.I.G. Biggie was, like, putting out a message. He wasn't really. He was just repping, like, where he was from. And that was kind of like the first transition into the repping your location. And Tupac did the same too, but a lot of his shit, like Brenda Had a Baby and stuff, and, Dear Mama, all those songs were messages. They were talking about the life that he lived and how badly he wanted to get out of it and how badly he wanted to help uplift people around him to get out of it. And that's what I see from a lot of these guys now. But we live in a better time. So, Reputation redeemed. Thank you. But we live in a time where there's not these guys that are out here, the ones that are willing to say it, they don't come from that. So they're speaking on the things that they do see, um, and they do live, right? So I'm not saying Mises doesn't come from the hood. I know for a fact that he comes from, South Side Chicago hood, living it up, traveling into Chicago with Adam Calhoun, which a lot of people don't realize this, that Mises and Adam Calhoun came up together in Chicago battle rap scene. And our friends to this day, they released their first album together. So one is gone fucking through the roof because he made some funny YouTube videos. The other one has been fighting and fucking scrapping for his shit from the bottom, and he's doing a damn good job. So there's respect on both sides. So yeah, they're just speaking about the shit they see, and that's why we play some stuff like this all the time. And Tom McDonald, I don't mind Tom McDonald. I like what he does. I like his, he's very topical, but he's just kind of surface level topical. A lot of these guys dig into some shit. So we'll say over here, and this will be the next song we're gonna do. Without further ado, go over here. There. Just want to catch you in the feels a little bit.
Picture this. 4-year-old little girl, she don't play much. She don't smile, she don't laugh, she don't say much. She don't know what it is to be a kid. She don't have any friends but grown men. And what they want, you know what they want, what they paid for. Nobody think about the children till they take yours. And nobody could imagine this could ever happen, to have a kid never living next door. The truth could bring tears. 1.2 million children a year, 1.1 COVID deaths worldwide. You won't help save the kids, but you will live in fear. The more that I hear, more disgusted I get that the world could commit so much horrible shit. So for the children, used, bruised, and abused, to you I refuse to forget. I'll be looking for any other sign. If something isn't right, you can say it with your eyes. Tell me how a mother can sell her own baby and live with it for the rest of her life. Man, it's crazy. We know about the raping, we hear about the torture, and all of the stories of horror, but we just ignore them. They don't want to do it, but somebody force it. But what about the third trimester abortion? Who buys the fetus? Who sets the prices? Some kids will never know how precious life is. They get pumped full of drugs and lay their life. That you ain't ready for the truth, but how hot this mic is, I gotta tell it. If you can ignore this, then you heartless. I know we can take more out of the darkness. And before they make your kid a target, pedophiles should die before charges. Did you know?
So, obviously, if you're hanging around, you still know, like, this is a message right here, and this is like what I try to do with the platform I have as well. Like, I don't have a platform like he does. I don't have a platform like any of these people do. But if we can spread the message and we can try to help out a little bit in any way possible, do a little bit of fucking good, like that's what matters. So, I'm not gonna take away from what he's saying. He's got a lot to fucking say. Barry McCulkiner. Is that McCulkin? Yo, what's up, man? Sweet re. Yep, that's perfect. Got that restream going.
Pedophiles should die before charges. Did you know in the year of 2020, statistics still show 1 out of 10 kids will be victims of human trafficking? And that this year alone, 200,000 of them kids are in the U.S. There's 130 people being trafficked every hour worldwide, day or night, rain or shine. 30 million children have lost their childhoods to this horrendous activity. So I don't know about you, but for me, this is unacceptable, and change must happen. Look, there's kids being trafficked and trapped in the world that you don't think exists. The adults that they trusted to teach them and guide them through life.
Oh, I'm not laughing at the video, folks. We have. I cannot believe I didn't catch that. I'm not gonna say it because of the video, but I'll kudos to you, sir. Kudos.
hope these people are sick. I look at these pictures of innocent children, not all of them taken, but all of them missed. And I just been praying that somebody's coming to save them and make them feel happy and bliss. You do not need a cape or superpowers to be a hero. Let's save our children. Let's spread awareness. See me, I'm willing to step up and speak on behalf of the millions of people who fight in this war, of child trafficking, the rich and the poor, of all races, selling kids like a store. In y'all's faces, I can't take it no more. Their future depends on us. Right here in this nation, we love and endure. They're hungry and cold, some sleep on the floor. They keep their head down, not allowed to look forward. Some never felt love, they only felt force. What if we could find them all and bring them home and heal them? Could we come together? Could we work together? Could we say together now, save our children?
Yeah. So that's the way that goes, right? Yes. Barry McCockiner says burden. Yeah, burden. Burden music videos. Burden. So, I did say that I would play a Tom McDonald video because I said I would play a Tom McDonald video. Why not? Let's play a Tom McDonald video. We're gonna get slapped because YouTube fucking thinks they get to slap us for his shit. They don't, but they like to try anyways. We'll go over here and we'll just go, okay. So pretty topical. What do we got? Bro, do you call in after the song? Hashtag save the children. Yeah. Do a call in after the song. I'm missing it. What? No, don't get slapped. Why not? I like to get slapped. Anyways, so we have permission here on this channel. I have the video saved of Tom McDonald saying that we can play any of his music videos at any time. Now, we've been playing a little bit of the rap stuff. Obviously, the last one hit a little different, but what do we want to do? Like, he's got some stuff that's rap. He's got some stuff that's old school, like old stuff that's out there. What do we do? Like, do we go old school or do we do new school stuff? I think we do old school because everybody knows his new stuff. How about this? This is different. If you like Tom McDonald, this is different. This is struggling and making it work. Also, I believe before Nova.
If I change from it, y'all gonna stick around. If I change from it, y'all still hold me down. If the money get me tripping, will you be there while I'm winning? Or you finished and you gonna bounce?
Yeah.
So you cool with me now.
Yeah.
But if I change from it,
Will you hate me when the shit change? I know people switch it up. And you know I'll do my best for you. Sometimes that just isn't.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm not a huge fan of that song. I guess I shouldn't have played that one. Anyways, how about this? Yeah, hey, I got an idea. God, what is his name? Yeah, we're gonna go. I got to do it this way because I can't think of his name. Go to this. Everybody knows that I play Struggle around here. We'll play this song while we wait and figure it out. Why not?
Let's go. World getting crazy, baby, chill. Don't medicate, just meditate. You waking up now, well, baby, you hella late. Educate, look at what's going on, let it resonate, accelerate. Find your inner hunger like you never ate. Agenda is to push the hate. separate and segregate, don't celebrate quite yet. The storm is coming, Q, for heaven's sake. Violence that they demonstrate, instigate and penetrate the values of our country, and our God is what they desecrate. My fighters ain't no featherweight, pulling out the seams of the fabric that they fabricate. They feed us lies, manipulate, intimidate through fear and force, forcing us to sit and wait till we come together, congregate, and then we liberate. Praying that you give me strength to find some love amongst the hate. Marching on the streets of blood till I see the golden gates. Troubadour, troubled souls, one of God's servants. Blades out, cut the grass till we see the serpents.
Oh, one day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspected something's going on, chosen just neglected, deflected by some breaking news. Oh, we just accept it, expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objectives, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested. Read it in the testament, these children are protected. So I'm fighting all these terrorists, both foreign and domestic. Refuse to be directed, lying not a sheep. Only kneel to my God, so I'm dying on my feet. Silence when we speak, but there's violence in the street. I've been rolling with the punches.
So obviously this is not the original studio version. This is live acoustic. They did this after the fact. A little homage to Miss Pineapple. She says, we need to go see him again. March 23rd, Green Bay. It is a Wednesday. You work. You're going to need to take off. But probably Wednesday and Thursday because you work Thursday as well. So I've got the vacation. You've got the vacation. Let's have some fucking fun. Otherwise, we got to go see him in Chippewa Falls that Saturday. Who wants to babysit our kids? I'm pretty sure there's somebody who would want to babysit our kids, but we're not going to take them from this chat. No fucking fence. It is what it is. So if you guys are not familiar, Struggle Jennings is an amazing artist. He runs Angels and Outlaws. And the artist that I was actually looking for, I did find. We can play that song right after this. But he is about to go on tour again. So if you want to find out where you can see him live, he is one hell of a fucking storyteller. He does an amazing job in the show. He is talking about realistic shit similar to this song. And www.strugglejennings.com, you can find his latest tour dates. Laughter says, pray for me to go out and I'll do it, but I'm betting they learn new words. I will guarantee you, my kids don't learn new words from you. Just saying. My daughter has a great command of the English language. So too does my son. My daughter has come to the terms with the fact that she can add phraseology to words and makes it not technically swear words. So she's not technically getting in trouble when she says things are getting fucky. So my wife often wonders how I can keep a straight face. I'm pretty good at it. Internally, I'm usually dying, but that's the way it goes. So so persnickety, yes, no, my daughter will fucking slap you with some wordplay. I'm just saying. She's 4 years old, and for a 4-year-old, she understands concepts most individuals don't. In fact, the other day, hey, look it, he is still alive, and just because he made it, Mario, congratulations, thank you, welcome to the
Penetration! You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration!
penetration, sir. That's for you. Oh, we do it that way because that's the way it needs to be done. For those who are new to the show, penetration happens here quite often. And it's all for Mario. It really is all for fucking Mario. Mario usually gets the show canceled, which he's in the king of penetration, basically. So, Laughter says he uses fucky all the time. So does my daughter. That is the way it is. And Mario says thank you, makes me feel good. Well, hopefully it makes you feel better because that coof fucking sounded like it got you. I hope you're feeling better. Barry my cockener says sorry, had to tuck the wife in. So you didn't live up to your name. Or you did, and you're like me, you last 13 seconds. As long as somebody doesn't ask you for a quickie. So, bro, CRS situation is fucked. CRS's situation is 100% fucked. I haven't yet had a chance to talk offline with Dark to get full fucking ideas of what's going. Um, so yeah. I will definitely get more information this week. And that is the way to. Hey, Barry McCockiner says winning is winning. You are not wrong, sir. The only thing that throws me off my game is if somebody says it's time for a quickie, because if you put that kind of pressure on me, you better saddle the fuck up and bring the lube, because I'm gonna be sweating on you for an hour. Y'all did not need that fucking stuck in your head. So here you go.
Penetration! You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration!
I can't take it on the
We get
cheap.
personal over here.
Drink from a glass half full, I'm optimistic. People are sadistic, so vicious and malicious. Praying for assistance to overcome opposition. Or I'm gonna start resisting and then I'll pray for forgiveness.
Oh, one day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools.
The obvious other artist here is her, Caitlin Curtis, under the Struggle Jennings Angels and Outlaws label. She is a phenom when it comes to voice. You will hear it shortly. Keep your eye out for her if you like the balladeering type femme fatale music. She is definitely the one to watch out for.
We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
You are 100% with that, Barry. We can talk about that in just 1 second.
We need you now. One day, one day, one day, I hope you see the truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. Need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
Yep, that's that song. So the point was made that Waylon Jennings was the GOAT. Struggle. I like Yellow Wolf. I do like Yellow Wolf as well. I cannot play him on my channel. We will get slapped harder than somebody's been told 10 fucking times. And that is not a fucking joke that I take lightly. So, I love Yellow Wolf. I also love his newest songs. If you guys are not familiar, Yellow Wolf has got the range of somebody that's out of this fucking world. Just released another album, is in the process of releasing another album that is mostly acoustic, fucking like balladeering, similar to what we were just kind of listening to. And he fucking nails it. He knocks it out of the fucking park. I cannot play it on here. Some of it is annoying. Says Laughter. He says he likes a couple of Yellow Wolf. Some of it is annoying. That is definitely there. The chick's name is Caitlin Curtis. Struggle Jennings. Honestly, the interesting thing here is that he did not have any want to be associated with Jennings' name. When he first began rapping, he was known as Tony Strugolano, and it was the media upon his arrest who associated him with Jennings in itself, because they said that Waylon Jennings' grandson was arrested today on 230 fucking pounds of cocaine, or whatever the fuck it was. It was conspiracy because they can never get him for anything. So, yes, the kiddos like Yellow Wolf. My kiddos like music that I like because my kiddos like music that I like because I listen to my music and not some fucking Baby Shark shit. But we do listen to Baby Shark, but I try to find like the remix stuff by like Leo Maracchioli because that makes it tolerable for me, because there's nothing like metal Baby Shark to get the day going. So, yeah. Barry McCockiner says, by the way, expecting a visit from the Fed Boys soon, being so close to Rare Breed and BDE, and we sell the shit online. So that's shitty. If you do, hopefully you're still around and you can say, hey, we got the visit today. And you know what? Quite often we actually post. I actually did it today in the Discord too, if anybody wanted to join, but most people were busy. Links to our live show. I allow the community to come in on the live show because, quite frankly, that's what I do here. Like, for the most part. So, we are going to do one more song for tonight, and then I'm going to go spend a little bit of time with the wife before inevitably one of the kids wake up. So, yeah. I this is the artist that I was looking for before, and I couldn't think of his name, but I did find it. So we're going to add this tab over here, and I'm talking through stupid shit, but here it is. JD Huggins. Interestingly, he is an interest. This is really one of those things where it's kind of crazy. This has already stuffed my dog with tannerite. LOL. Joking, obviously. Right, it was the Roomba stuffed with tannerite. Maybe I'm joking, maybe I'm not. Anyways, my house will not explode because I'm going to live there long after the Fed Boys show up. So, fuck Fed Boys. That's the way it is. This is an artist that is an anomaly, right? You'll see it right here in this. JD Huggins has 574 subscribers on YouTube. 574 subscribers on YouTube. He has 16,000 views on this song because it was promoted by the individual who signed him to his music label. He will be touring with Struggle Jennings as well. This is an individual and a name you're probably going to learn over the next year. It is what it is. So, Mario, you know this monitor is going to shit. Like, if I can show you this monitor, like half of it's black, in order for me to actually read whatever the fuck that says, I'm pretty sure it's an emoji of a dog that says go, and boom. Yeah. You fucking people are going to get me shut down. PETA loves me. PETA loves this fucking channel. We love dogs here. I've got a dog upstairs. ATF, I do have a dog on the premises. If anything were ever happen, please note, shooting my dog won't make me nearly as mad as the fact that you're going to get blood stains in my house. I love my dog, but he's a pain in my ass. So some part of me would probably be okay with it. My kids wouldn't be happy with it, though, and you would have to answer to them. So there's that.
Black heart, dark past, ready for someone to try to take what I have. It's been a long haul, but I stand on my feet. Try to be the man my son needs me to be. I ain't no killer, my mind on repeat, but I never rolled on over and accepted defeat. You should know me, I tread lightly now, 'cause I'm bound to break. You see me on me, full of pain. Hey, you shouldn't rattle my cage. I've seen the good die young. I've buried a part of me. It's easier to quit than to find what it means about my behavior. I know I'm hard to love, but it's better off I leave behind the man.
Bye-bye, Russian bot.
They call me a danger from the violence.
First one for tonight. We're behind schedule.
Back me in a corner, I still fucking explode. You should know me, I treat lightly now, 'cause I'm bound to break. You see me on me, full of pain. Hey, you shouldn't rattle my cage. My cage. My cage. My cage. You should know me, I tread lightly now, 'cause I'm bound to break. You see me on me, full of pain. Hey, you shouldn't rattle my cage. My cage. My cage.
Well, it seems that Barry McCockiner been paying attention to the channel for a little bit longer than we had thought. Are you a Fed boy? Glow boy? Glowy? Fetty? What do we call you? Just saying. Joking. Love you. Hey, when are you taking the fam to Orlando? Not sure. It's been on the discussion. We've talked about it a little bit. I think we said it once on stream. Can't respond. It'll be too dark. It is what it is. The fact that you had to say can't respond, it'll be too dark, means that you're literally saying that because you don't want the wife to see you respond, or me to put it up. So, Mario Mechanic Molina says it was all right. You know what? The thing is that JD Huggins is a guitar player, a singer, and he literally has a guy playing the drums behind him, and that is fucking it. I like the guy. He's good. I think he's got some good stuff. If you aren't familiar with him, definitely look him up. His YouTube channel is straight up JD, and he's definitely worth kind of looking at. MG Orlando, look it up. We out here, MGA Orlando. Yeah, no, I mean if we come down there, the place where we would be staying is, I think, and the wife could correct me if she's still paying attention, if we decide to go to Orlando. We don't know what we're doing. If we decide to go to Orlando, it would be about 30 minutes outside of actual Orlando. Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say on that. there would definitely be some possible travel in there, checking out some different things. If we go that way, we might stop and meet up with um, our resident fucking cross-eyed asshole. Maybe, we don't know, just because it's fucking weird. But hey, we kind of do things like that. Must visit Clearwater in Florida. I don't care about Clearwater. G23 makes it at the end of the stream. Hey G23, how's it going? There's always Kissimmee, so the St. Cloud area. No, we're not going to Kissimmee. It's definitely how it is. We definitely have to figure out, yes, Monkey's appointment. So when she says Monkey's appointment, she's talking about our daughter. She had a dentist appointment this week. They said her tonsils look massive and we probably need to get them removed. So yes, I know Scott lives in Orlando. That's kind of the point. The wife's parents also live, or I guess they don't live. They Woosa. Holy shit. What is going on? They snowbird just outside of Orlando. So we would have an actual opportunity to stay pretty damn close to Orlando at absolutely no cost to us. We just got to get down there. So close to Kissimmee. Yes, close to Kissimmee. She says, I'm just trying to, no offense, like I don't know a lot of people. I mean, I know people as far as community, like the Discord, stuff like that. I don't attempt to dox anybody that I know or where we're going to be. So go home, Pineapple. You're drunk. No, I'm not. Jesus Christ. If I was drunk, this would be an absolute fucking shit show. But I'm not. It is just what it is. I'm just having brain fart. I said like 3,700 times tonight. It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know where my brain is. It apparently took vacation. It is what it is. So then you're doing it wrong. I'm not going for drunk. That's the thing. I'm doing it perfectly right. That's just the way I'm doing it this evening. So we will check back in one last time with the GoFundMe. And once again, I will share it. The copy is here coming in. You're going to watch it live on stream coming through. There it is. If Pineapple was drunk, the show would be fun. Wow. Wow. That hurt. That hit me right in the fucking feels, if I had feels. But anyways, it is what it is. The current status, obviously, you can see it on stream. I don't need to say it. $79,769 out of the $500,000 goal that is now set. As I receive information, I promise that I will 100% give you guys updates. Now, the whole deal of everything. It is what it is. So, like, we're gonna continue to do what we do here. Mario says drive or fly. Maybe fly. Laughter says fly definitely. Maybe fly. Probably drive because I've flown with the kids before, and I can drive 18 hours relatively easily. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. The issue is that there may be, if we decide to go, and this is totally a discussion that hasn't been fully had yet. If we decide to go down to Florida, there may be an opportunity for us to make a pit stop, right? So we actually want to make it a vacation. So, yes. Yes, Miss Pineapple says it very well. Well, we flew the last time. One was completely on our tits the entire time. Luckily, she was still breastfeeding, and it managed to make the one comfortable. I should have been nicer, Pineapple. Didn't mean to get close to your feelers. We're good. I'm joking. I have no feelings. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't feel shit. Especially online. Like, I don't. take nothing personal. It is what it is. So Mario Mechanic Molina says pit stops are fun. Yes, they could be very, very fun. We've talked about it a little bit. We haven't completely come to any conclusion on it, but there may be an opportunity for us to potentially stop off and meet individuals in person whom we talk to quite regularly online. So, not saying that we're going to stop off at every rando's fucking house, but depending on the direction of travel and the ability to get through the evening, because I would most likely drive through the night just because it's easier on the kids. It really is easier on the kids. You put them in the car at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night when they're about ready to pass the fuck out, and then you can drive for fucking 8 to 10 hours without fucking incident. So that's pretty much the best way I can do it. But stranger danger. Yes, I know, stranger danger. No, but we've kind of talked about possibly saying, "Hey, what's up?" to the guys over at BDGG. Maybe even stopping over by Tufu. But it's two different travel directions, right? So if we decide to go 3 hours to the left, we can see Black Diamond Guns and Gear. If we decide to go 3 hours to the right, we can see Tufu. It's questionable. What do we want to do? Maybe when it comes down to time to decide, if we decide we're driving, then we'll ask, do we go to Tufu, which is near Nashville, which we've both me and the wife have both been on the motorcycle, which driving that way on the motorcycle was absolute fucking horrendously hell, and took way fucking longer than it should have. Or we go the opposite way, add literally like 15 to 20 minutes to our drive, but go 3 hours to the left. And is Josh still here? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Go to Tufu. Yeah, no, I mean it's a question. Like it's an honest thing that if we decide to drive, that's a legitimate stopping point for us from where we are. Like it's approximately 9 to 9.5 hours by most driving standards for us to stop in Nashville area or the Knoxville area, depending on the way we decide to travel. Why don't you split the distance and have both of them meet you in the middle? Tufu doesn't drive. This is a common lack of understanding. So anything outside of an hour of driving, Tufu doesn't do it. He just is not comfortable driving outside of it. I've thought about it before, and I learned that actually during the Brandon Herrera yard sale, essentially. So we were planning on actually driving down, and we were going to go through a whatever, and we were going to say, hey, if you would meet us here, we could like legitimately just pick you up along the way, and we could just go down there. And he was like, dude, I don't do that. I don't drive more than an hour. Just not comfortable doing it. I understand, and some people aren't, and that's just the way it is. So yeah, Laughter says, what? Huh? What? Yeah. Stop by South Carolina, buy you all breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Hey, you know what? It's not out of the question. South Carolina is only like fucking 8 hours out of the way, but hey, you know what? We never know what's gonna happen. So we're just kind of tossing it around right now. Maybe we'll figure something out. Barry McCockiner says, I hit you on Instagram. That's scary. I do have it. I do have it there. Tactical Barry started following me, and he also wants to send me a message. So I will take a look at that in just a little bit. So without further ado, guys, it is 10:18 p.m. We've been doing this for 1 hour and 40 minutes, which means I've probably been on screen for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that's more than anybody needs to pay attention to me. And all that happy fucking horse shit. Link in the description to the GoFundMe for Matt Hoover, aka CRS Firearms, currently sitting at $79,769 out of the potential $500,000 that he is more than likely going to spend every last fucking penny of it on legal funds. But I would even say that don't think of this as a legal fund. Think of this as helping protect and care for his family. His wife and 2 daughters are currently at home, not being able to say goodnight to daddy. And that is one thing that all of us parents and all of us fathers can understand and appreciate. And even though we may not agree with him and we may not, necessarily always follow his content 100%, we need to understand that this man is literally sitting in limbo right now, not knowing the next time he's going to be able to hug his daughters. And for me personally, that is one thing that would make me struggle to not go John Wick on a motherfucker. So, yeah. Link in the description. You can donate to the GoFundMe. Even $1 helps. And if you can't donate money, just share it. Share it amongst your social media. Explain the situation to individuals. Tell people what it's all about. And at the end of the day, maybe we'll get through it. As the banner below has been streaming the entire time. If you want to support the stream, you can go to tacticalpineapple.com. You can look at store.tacticalpineapple.com. We've got new merch up. The Pineapple Mafia is a real fucking thing now, available on Amazon as well. 2-day shipping. We do that shit, man. We got Amazon Prime on my fucking merch. It's fucking crazy. I can't believe that happened, but it did happen. We have to jump through hoops sometimes to make it work, but we do make it work. Like I said, tacticalpineapple.com. It will take you to everything that exists. Tacticalpineapple.com/express takes you to our holsters. Store.tacticalpineapple.com takes you to whatever, blah, blah, blah. You have seen it for an hour. If it hasn't fucking burned into your psyche, then whatever. Yes, I know, no mafioso. Like I said, we jump through hoops sometimes to get it. It's fucking absolutely crazy. But hey, you know what? Just don't get penetrated on your drive. I appreciate the transition, G23. You haven't been here all night. You probably missed a little bit of it. So we're going to go ahead and just for the fucking fun of it, we're going to give it to you. Here's one last penetration before we sign off for the evening. So we're going to go penetration and we're going to add broadcast. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys possibly next week, but for sure in 2 weeks. So take it easy. Have a great weekend. And always remember, folks, carry your pistol. Brandon fucking hates.
Penetration! You didn't like that? Oh, what about this? Penetration!